studio. Stand by.
Like another drink, Toddy.
I'd love one, Henry.
Well, I'll ring for the Batman.
Good fair.
Get the Batman. Batman!
Yes?
God's sake, get him off.
I thought you wanted me to... Robin! Oh, against me.
It's the Benny Hill Show! And here is Benny Hill!
Now known as Dapper Dan, the lady killer man. And those that I don't kill or wound a bit. I run a fancy car, I call it the Mayflower, on account of all the Puritans who've come across in it. Now took 20-year-old Pam up to the wood near Boulder Dam, parked the car, thought that she'd know what to do. I said, get in the back now, Pam. She said, what the hell do you think I am? I want to stay on the front seat here with you. Whoa, give me an older woman every time, every time. Give me an older woman every time. Cause they don't yell and they don't tell and oh, they're grateful as hell. So give me an older woman every time. Now the day my Uncle Joe married my Aunt Flo, he was 44 and she was 69. That night as I lay on my bed, why, I heard every word they said. I couldn't help it because their room was next to mine. He said, how about it, dear? She pretended not to hear. He begged and pleaded till his voice was hoarse indeed. He said, oh, how about it, Flo? She said, how about what, Joe? He said, how about back in the sit in the fair was getting some sleep? Oh, give me an older woman every time, every time. Oh, give me an older woman every time. Cause they don't yell and they don't tell and oh, they're grateful as hell. So give me an older woman every time. Last year I divorced Maureen, now she was just 19, the day that she became my bony bride. She was as cold as charity, just as frigid as could be. Well, when she opened her mouth, a little light came on inside. Now, last week I met her at a party. I was feeling kind of hearty, and several whiskeys had sharpened up my wit. I said, how about a bit of whoopee? She said, over my dead body. I said, Maureen, gal, you haven't changed a bit. Oh, give me an older woman every time, every time. Give me an older woman every time. Cause they don't yell and they don't tell and oh, they're grateful as hell. So give me an older woman every time. Now, when I was just a boy, I took a little gal called Joy down to the meadow and we lay down by a hedge. I said, do you know, my pretty little squaw, what your lovely lips are for? She said, to stop my mouth from fraying round the edge. Now, I tell you, Mom, I'm 53, but you know, she still suits me, though of late her hearing, it really ain't so hot. But at night, as I lay on my bed, I put my lips up close to her head, and I say, well, you going to sleep or what? And she says, what? Oh, give me an older woman every time, every time. Give me an older woman every time. Cause they don't yell and they don't tell, and oh, they're grateful as hell. So give me an older woman, a real hot-blooded woman, a right beachy woman. Give me an older woman every time. How's that?
The south coast of England, just a few short miles from Folkestone, the enterprising face of industry's private sector has manifested itself. Impatient with administrative delays, one of our best-known northern entrepreneurs has pushed the boat out and is going ahead with his own channel tunnel.
What? One short? You want salt? Thought you said you were one short. Yeah.
The man behind it all, Mr. Fred Scuttle.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome.
Tell me, Mr. Scuttle, how long have you been at it?
How long have I been at what, sir?
How long have you been in this whole boring business?
Very interesting, sir. A whole boring business, sir. I'm very sorry, sir. I didn't get the infection of your nuances, did I there, sir? No. We have been digging, sir, actually physically digging, sir, for the last 3 weeks.
Have you been subsidized?
No, sir, no. I haven't, sir, no. What about some of the lads, you know? I haven't inquired, sir. There's no skin off my nose one way or the other. We don't pry, you see, sir, we don't pry.
When did you implement your recruitment program?
Sir?
Get soft.
Months ago, sir. Months ago. And I got the best, sir. You've heard of the lump? I've got the dollop. Little Willie Lee doesn't know the meaning of the word fear, doesn't know the meaning of the word claustrophobia, sir. Doesn't know the meaning of the word hazardous.
Why is that?
He's Chinese. The little fellow that went out just now, Atlas Charlie.
Atlas?
Never wears that. It's full of shellfish, you see. He collects them. He's got the biggest collection of seashells on the seashore south in England here.
I didn't think much of his muscles.
You haven't seen his cockles, have you?
How many are there in your consortium?
At any given moment, one, sir. When they are sitting. You see, sir, I should think lunchtime will be empty now, sir. Usually you are content, sir.
Is there a newspaper behind you?
Yes, sir. It's the Sunday Times. No, tell a lie, sir. It's the Melody Maker. I get them muddled up. They're so similar, you see. It's cut up into squares. It belongs in the consortium, sir. That's the only time my lads will read anything. That's why they're so misinformed, you see. They never get the complete story.
How much is this tunnel going to cost?
And may I be frank, sir?
If you wish.
I'll be honest if you rather. All right, sir. Give or take a P. £726.50p.
Is that a conservative estimate?
The same one I showed to Harold Wilson. He could have had the glory of this, sir. I showed Barbara Castle my manifesto in front of witnesses. She turned her back on me, sir. That was taking a chance. We was going to have Sir Alec Douglas home down here to turn the first sod over. Coming down here, sir.
Hume, Sir Alec Douglas Hume. Did he arrive?
No, sir, he was ill in bed with Flo. I mean, it's all right, them ignoring us, but they're not in reality, sir, because outside they've got a Navy, one of them tote things. They're spying on us. They've got a Navy bar, they've got one of them out there.
Frigate.
Quite right, sir. But nevertheless, sir, in 7 weeks' time, we shall have our gala opening, sir, and 60 girl guides are going to cycle 4 abreast. That's 2 deep. Well, it's very wide, you see, sir. Right the way across, and they'll be coming, and they come up there, sir. Yes, sir.
You come up in France.
Yes, possibly, sir.
But do you really think that you can dig this tunnel in 7 weeks?
I have implemented, sir, a new and novel incentive scheme.
Oh, what's that?
I pay them in francs.
Really? Well, Mr. Scuttle, we have actually made a film of your men at work, and I'm sure the viewers would like to see what can be done with British grit.
Come on, lad. Allow me to take your hand, madam. Allow me to take your hand. I wish you take everything.
And, sir, at the site of this historic subterranean monument to man's ingenuity,
Oh, hi, Zeke. How's the wife?
Yes, fine, Lem. Yes, fine. How was mine?
Fine.
He's got your husband's mouth. Yeah, but he's got his father's eyes.
Damn it.
Hey, how did you come to hurt your leg?
I didn't come to hurt my leg. I came to mend the roof. Hurt my leg.
I'd like to see your specimen, please.
My what?
Could you fill that glass?
Not from here. I could try. You know something? My Daisy May always closes her eyes when we make love. Has done ever since the day we got married. Just hates to see me enjoy myself.
On the top of the evening to you. Now, here's where the man's relax and relax and stop trying to fight the flower. Because the young'uns are going to take the floor. I hope they bring it back when they're done with it. Because we want to find out who becomes winner of the quick step competition. me breath when I'm fishing for compliments. And here we are. The judges have come up with the winners, finally. Anyway, I'm going to keep you in suspenders just a little bit longer. And I'm going to read them out, the first three in reverse order, you see. You understand what I mean? I'm doing it like, you see. Right, now the third ones are Fred and Leslie Wilcox from Penge. And now, here at number 2, they're coming in with the twinkling toes, and it's Ted and Tina Tingle from Tucson. There we are. And now, it's the moment that you've all been waiting for. The winners of this all-winners competition. Here they are. It's Jean and John Thomas. So with Fred Bugle and you're playing us out with I'll Be Seeing You in all various places, and the balloons cascading down, cascading down over this glamorous fair with the dancers who are dancing and everything. I'll say good night to you from the Neil Loughlin Hall.
Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Sugar?
Yes, please.
Milk?
No, thanks.
Right, children, you're all sitting comfortably. Then let's begin. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and doesn't know where to find them. Leave them alone and they'll come home, bringing their tails behind them. There, children, that's a nursery rhyme. It's a story and it could, of course, be told in many other ways.
Good evening. Now, I want you, if you will, to cast your minds back to last February the 31st. Somewhere in this area here, several sheep were stolen. Now, one of the gang was seen making his getaway in a stolen car, which he drove the wrong way up a one-way street. And he tried to squeeze between two oncoming juggernaut lorries. So do be on the lookout for a tall, thin Cortina. Now, I want you to look at this jumper here, because the police have a theory that some of the sheep have already been shorn and their wool made up into these jumpers, which is produced by the Lubtish group of Switzerland. So if you are out anywhere and you see a girl that you don't know very well and you see her wearing one of these, just go up and do look inside for that label. If you see that label in there, what you must do is to limp along to your nearest phone box and get Inspector's Black Headland Boy, Red Thimble Lane.
Where are those sheepen?
De står ned til døje. De stemmer ned til døje. Kom, Marine.
Onkel Bell?
Det er du.
Ja, Bo Pepper?
Du er Pepper.
Ja, ik heb lost in my sheepen.
Where's the sheep nu?
We must looking for the sheepen.
Ja, we must looking for the sheep. Ja. Oh, guck mal. Beginnen raining.
Okay.
Guck mal, beginnen raining.
Ooh.
We can now looking for the sheep in the raining.
Ooh.
What can we do in the raining? Polly Jurgen. It's good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good, Jürgen. Oh. Nick. Oh, yeah. Stop at the deur. En je hebt deze nu de bete nukie. Kom maar in, hè.
If you're looking for a sister.
Du sister?
Ja, Boo Pepper.
Oh, Boo Pepper met de blonde haren en de grote brusten. Ja. En de brille nikken. Nick.
We must looking for the sheep.
Ja, we must looking for the sheep. Ja. Oh, guck maar. Beginnen rain in.
Nee.
Ja, rain.
Nee.
Rain comes soon. When rain comes, we cannot looking for the sheep in the rain in. For the Jürgen.
Really?
Ja. Is good? Ja, is good. Oh. Knocking at the door, yeah. Oh, mere pretty knockers. Kom maar in.
Why am I mother of Bo Peppen?
Du bist die Mutter auf Bo Pepper, die Sister.
Ja. Lost in thy sheepen.
Ja, du hast die Schiepen,
We
ja.
must looking for thy sheepen.
Ja, we must looking for the Schiepen. Ja.
Oh, beginnen reinen. Beginnen reinen.
No beginning rain.
Ja, we can't looking for the sheepen in the reinen.
Ja, we can looking for the Schiepen in the rain.
Nou, foul dear.
2,000 sheep missing since yesterday have so far not been found. Nationwide report.
Ocklimore. Yesterday, the home of some 2,000 sheep. Today, a barren wasteland. The owner of the sheep, Miss Peep, is back, as indeed are the local police, who have not ruled out foul play. For the past 17 hours, two men, one of them, the local switchboard attendant, the other, the shepherd, who was in charge of them, have been helping the police with their inquiries.
No, well, you see, he said to me, 2,000 sheep, you see. Well, I thought he said 2,000 and sheep. You see, that's 2,000 and 2 sheep. You see, that's what I thought he said. 2,000 sheep. 2,000 and 2 sheep. She's really a Tilly Todd, she is. Tilly Todd works on days. Nice girl. Tilly Todd, yes.
No, they's definitely stolen, sir. There's no doubt about that. I mean, they couldn't all have gone in the bog. There ain't room. We've had a search party out, I'm happy to say. My sons, my 7 sons and my 6 daughters are all joined in the search party to do their best, like you see. Because not only did they get away with all them sheep, sir, but they also got away with the sheep virility pill, you see. That's to, like, make the sheep more, give them a bit of, you know, delicate. I'm sorry about that, sir. I mean, it's like aphrodisiacal, see, they are. So the thing is, if you find them, do get in touch with us right away. They're a sort of like a bit the size of a aspirin, and they're yellow. So, or they taste of peppermint.
The second I found out them sheep was missing, I phoned up PC Potts. And where was he? Where he always is, out the back, sitting on his big back. Racing results. Either that or he's on with that barmaid. The one with the big... Because he reckons he's gonna... I said, you want to watch out? I said, you'll be putting her in the... Your old man will find out about that. You come along and cut off your... But I tell you something, I was walking across the meadow the other day, across the meadow, and I suddenly had an urgent desire to have... I goes along and I find this ditch, and I stand there and I start... all over a beefy spot. He said... Stud. He says, I said, here, hold on. I said, I got a lady up here. He says, what do you think I got down here then? And that's why he's getting on about me and pink sheep. That's why. That's what that is all about.
Here in the West Country, things move quickly these days. And already, the barren sheep land is being taken over by a herd of cows. Nationwide, News at 10, Wessex.
I have a wondrous tale I would impart, though you may think it is not worth a farthing thought. The main concern in my tale is one Bo Peep who one day was accounting of her sheep, and by the counting of them did she fall asleep. Thus did they depart. One of them a black sheep, whose fleece was black as soot, and wheresoe'er the black sheep went his sooty-footy foot. The black sheep left the moor as slight as any else, and yet in truth he was as black as any moor himself. One frivolous lamb, a reckless beast, who took to gambolling and thus was fleeced. A ram, a horned ram, who did his mistress's entreaties spurn and lost himself a trying to make a U-turn. One masochistic lamb who through the stinging nettles hops, but stops upon occasion to smack his chops. One foolish sheep who near the village frolics. A shepherd caught him by the home for alcoholics. One queer sheep who, although sad, was gay, and when air approached would turn the other way. His wool is spun into a yarn so thin, but not as thin as this yarn which I now spin. Her father counselled her, pay them no mind, they will return, a bringing of their tails behind. But as the smallest of these lambs who sat upon the icy ground did cry in voice so bold, so do I say to you, my tale is told. Glad to help. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That is bad. That's good. Oh, that's very good. Well, that's okay. That sounds pretty bad to me, I must say, Commissioner. Yeah, that's good. Just helping the Commissioner sort out a box of strawberries.
Oh, wait, Chief, who's in pain for here?
It's all right now, then. What can I do for you, madam? Could you speak up a little, please? Something distressing you? Oh, well, your husband can help, maybe. What seems to be the trouble, sir? Your daughter. Oh.
Chief, I think it's serious, Chief.
Oh. How do you spell that? Can't say as I've heard of her.
She doesn't have many friends.
Well, that doesn't surprise me, I must say. Where is this girl at the moment? Is she around?
She's outside in the corridor, Chief.
Well, then why don't we have her in?
She's evidently in a state of shock. She doesn't seem to be acting in a rational manner.
You mean to tell me you think you're acting in a rational manner? I don't want to see this girl. I want to see her now. Get her in.
Won't somebody help me, please? I can't believe it. It's like some terrible, frightening dream. It was last Thursday. I was alone in the meadow with my sheep, and this man came by, had wide, staring eyes. Oh, God, they said it hypnotized me. He gave me a drink of water, and it tasted kind of strange, and suddenly the whole world was spinning and falling, and all the demons of hell were let loose in my head. I screamed and fell. I must have passed out, because when I came to, all my sheep were gone, and the great meadow was empty. It was horrible, horrible.
You want to tell me about it?
I just did.
So you did. I wasn't listening. It seems to me that whoever has these sheep has to spend a lot of time with them, looking after them, tending them, watering them, feeding them. Why didn't we have that fella in that we brought in on a 747?
But he was just a vagrant, Chief.
I want to see him, and I want to see him now, so bring him in.
That's him!
hold it,
That's
hold it
him!
here.
Oh, no, no.
Hold it here.
I just want to go inside.
Everything.
But, Chief, how did you know it was him?
I had my suspicions the minute he told me his name. What's your name again, son?
Basil Bassi, Chief Ironside.
I want you to know that I'm sorry I doubted your veracity.
Well, I lost that years ago.
Good evening, Chief Ironside.
Good evening, Luigi. Now tell me, what have you got for this young lady here?
We have mutton broth, sheep's head soup, lamb chops, roast lamb, and lamb cushion.